What have you learnt from your audience feedback/research? Initially, our group drafted an idea on what our narrative should be about. This consisted of a boy who enjoys downloading illegal things and stumbles across a hidden file. He downloads this information and then he finds his bedroom has been trashed. His friend then gets killed, and the boy is eventually chased by a hitman who then runs him over and kills him. Our group really did believe that this was a good idea until we faced our target audience, who was 15 to 24-year-olds, and we didn't receive much positive feedback. Our target audience argued that our ideas were way too elaborate and complicated for amateur producers like ourselves, and that it simply was going to be impossible to create stunts such as people getting run over and destroying a whole room, because of the lack of professional equipment we had. However, our target audience did think that we were onto something and argued that our idea was good, but we just had to tone it down and create a teenage character that we can relate to. So we went back to the drawing board and took on our target audience's advice. We kept the outline of the idea and tweaked ideas here and there. We decided to settle for a teenage boy who enjoys hacking and accidentally comes across a government file. He then downloads this file onto a USB and realizes that he's being followed by a government agent. He then gets tortured. But in the last scene, the teenager is holding the USB and it shows that he has escaped from his captor. Again, we went back to our target audience and the large majority approved of our idea and believed that it was more realistic and exciting. So our group now had their main narrative, but we still didn't have a name for our trailer. Therefore, our group crafted a list of possible names for our trailer. This included Unmasked, Encoded, Hunted, Hacked, and Paranoia. We asked a group of 20 people that were part of our target audience. In conclusion, the names that received the least votes were the following. This left us with 10 voting for Hunted and 5 voting for Unmasked. Therefore, our group decided that Hunted received the most votes and therefore it was our winner. As our trailer wasn't our only product, we focused on collecting feedback for our film magazine and film poster. For our magazine research, we asked the target audience, what film magazines do you know of? The 3 magazines we received were Little White Lies, Total Film, and Empire. Therefore, after extensive research and based on our trailer's genre, which is a psychological thriller, we decided to go with Total Film because we felt our film related best to this. Meanwhile, for our film poster, we asked our target audience about what type of colour scheme would fit an action/psychological thriller. We provided options that were the following. Black, red, or dark blue. There was a divide between black and dark blue, but we decided that dark blue was the best colour for us. As we progressed, we eventually finished our trailer and the ancillary text, and our group felt that we needed to carry out more audience research. in order to find out whether we had fulfilled our purpose. As I researched previously about the demographics of my target audience, the best way to ask for audience feedback about my film was through social media. My group and I created a Facebook page which was dedicated on our trailer. I then took the role of asking my target audience what was your favourite element of our trailer, out of mise-en-scene, narrative, camera shots and sound. These are the results. This meant that mise-en-scene wasn't all that strong within my trailer. However, the rest of the elements played an equally important role within my trailer. I also asked for feedback regarding our film poster and magazine cover. I posted a picture up of them on Facebook and other social media networks such as Snapchat and asked. For my magazine cover, I asked my target audience whether they would purchase the magazine I had. I received replies such as, yes, it looks really professional, and yes, it's really interesting, and yes, I love the layout. These comments reassured me and let me know that we had accomplished our goal. We also asked whether the film poster would have persuaded them to see our film. Again, we received great feedback, such as the positioning of the characters is really unique, and I want to know what is happening. And it has a gloomy feel to it. I love it. This meant that the enigma we wanted to create initially was successful. Overall, all of our products were successful because we met our target audience's needs and wants. However, an EBI from our target audience for our trailer is that the ident should have started from the very beginning, rather than having a scene and then the ident.